Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Oh. Think everything's good. Hello, hello, hello. Eerie. Hello. Oh, the freaking controller. I don't get to do these jokes much anymore. It's... Yep. Get ready to do some... Got some sleep, ready to do some chaos. Oh boy. Can you be late more often? Oh my gosh. So you want less time on the stream? Okay. So I only have to do 2-hour streams? You got Vivian? No? I was playing the, demo thingy. Under 5 minutes, of course. Because I'm like, oh, I only have to do 2 hours? Okay. So I'm getting her. Why'd you change your plans? So you're not getting her, or you are? Free trial. Yeah, I did the free trial. Hello. You saw someone better? Oh boy. Well, anyway, I'm gonna pull for Jane real quick. You went streamless. Would you? Only if I was really exhausted. Like, I will say this. Next week, because of... I'm finally settling in to my new job. When I take breaks is gonna change slightly.
Whether it's catching
Oh, hi, Seth. I don't know if that's 2 or 3. It's a given, no worries. Yeah, it'll be on the schedule, so you'll see when. She's in the next bit, but she's also in the story. Yes, a new job where I am paid better, get benefits, and I'm not completely treated like crap. I just wanted to say, hopefully, it's fine. Hello. Thank you. Cause yeah, money. Yeah. Oh.
Whether it's catching
Yeah, I'm getting all... I like Seth, but golly. I guess he really likes me today. Julian. I guess I can. You guys can stare at Jane for a second. Where I can look this up. Yes, I have a list. Like, I actually have a list that... Because actually when I did the Five Nights at Freddy's stream, I didn't know how long I was going... explanation stream. I didn't know how long I was going to take, so I literally had a list for some of the stories I was going to tell. But as you saw, that took the actual 3 hours. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll save this for another day. Okay. Do you know what I'm gonna say, Natural, about this character? Do you know what I'm gonna say? Yeah, she's pretty, but the first... There's one thought that came into my mind when I saw her. I wonder if you can guess. What do you mean, don't? Don't what? Again, I don't know. Do you want to hear what the first thought was? They're not the same. Do you know who I'm talking about? Who do you think I'm talking about?
Proxy, good day.
Whether it's
Oh my
catching
gosh,
ducks
I'm
or
gonna have
finding
full
cats.
Seth. Golly.
Officer
Oh
Seth,
my
Windspire.
gosh.
Nice to meet you.
What is that, 5? Is that 5 of them? No, actually. I wasn't even talking Wow, wow. Hey, you brought her up, so I guess you really do think about her all the time. I didn't even have to do anything. So, then who? She looks like Ambi's older sister. She looks like an older sister of Ambi. At least that's how I see it. But yes, I guess you think about Robin more often than I thought. So at least the point's been proven. Just hopeful. I'm just saying she looks like Ambi. That's the funny part. But yes, there is a lot of wolf boys, like so many wolf boys. It's like, oh my gosh, it's the same wolf boy. Look at the... Oh wow, he's gonna be all done. Look at this. No, I don't. I just connected the wrong dots. You sure? You sure? You brought her up all on your own. I didn't have to do a thing. You thought of her all on your own. I see you're her #1 fan, so... Yes. Look! Complete! Look at it! Oh, look, he's got a little cat. Do you guys see the cat? Why is my tracking being so weird? You guys see the little cat that he has? In the corner near like the #3. That's really cute. Be a hybrid. I think so. That would be my guess. But yeah, he is the most leveled. I don't even think I even got... Yeah, I have nothing for Jane. Yeah, he is a cat.
Should I use this time?
What do you mean? He has his uniform on. Anyway. Oh, who else did I get? I got Lucy.
Only the good day.
I got 5 Seths and 1 Lucy. What is this party that I have gone to? Yeah, what party did Lucy go to? Frickin' Catboy party.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Where did she go, guys? I'm kind of worried. Oh, boy. Alright. With them and Jane. Yeah. It makes a sense. Alright, let's do this. Everyone allow their taste. Next patch is ugly. Huh. Yeah, but it's still very funny. Like, of all the things, it was like, just 1 Lucy and 5 Seths. It's like, alright. Well, I guess Ms. Sundari over there likes Catboys. Oh, but alright. And when you mean by Poe, who is Poe? But yes, hello, Leo. By the way, Leo, were you surprised with who was in the thumbnail? Were you surprised? It's coming this easy. Like, actually? No cap? Really? Wow. That is wild. You rest comfortably and now your mind feels exceptionally clear. Comments in the preview. I did. I just wanted to hear it live. Because I saw it. Because I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, wow, do you know she's my favorite? It was just, that is just so funny of a coincidence that, you know, the last time I played this game, you're like, oh, she's my favorite NPC. I think she's so cool. And then it's like, oh? Because, yes, I was looking to try to figure out what I was going to do for a thumbnail. And guess who rolled in? Ben versus Poe, who would win? Well, I don't think, I think Ben would win just because, you know, concrete really hurts when you get hit in the face. So that's my guess. Getting the worksters, I don't mind getting them now. Oh my goodness. Once I get into a fight, I'll talk about them. Because I know there's going to be probably fights at some point. Vivian sent a message. Seems like they made more progress on the sacrifice issue. But it's the Dragon War, yes. But Ben's a county, not a fighter. He has a cement block. What do you mean he's not a fighter? I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Belle, do you want to arrange a time to meet up with her? Let's go. Alright, then I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and I'll tell you when. Alright. Jackson, who would have guessed? Yeah. Totally not because it's gotcha day. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead until you hear something nearby. What? Excuse me? What in the frick is going on? I saw some of it. What the frick? Excuse me. Can you not? Like, can you back up? Golly.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Oh boy. Season 1 epilogue, Bury Your Tears with the Past, Part B.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
Oh my gosh. Like, what the frick? Why? Vivian, I was thinking, oh, I don't mind Vivian. She's kind of like an adorable fangirl. Then I have this frickin' scene and it's like, excuse me? Excuse me.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself.
Does that mean staring at me while I was sleeping? Oh, great. He let her in, yeah.
Super cute hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Why were they? Here's the thing. Oh, we asked you to come here. Okay. We knew you were coming to talk, but there's a chair, like, over there. Go over there. Why do you need to be, like, so close to my face? The what pose?
What sleepy face?
Oh,
What
I think
pose?
I don't think
That was a
regular
lot of words in
fangirl
one
behavior is that
Are you
crazy.
sure
I
you
think
got
this
enough
is the
sleep, Vivian?
extreme.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest.
Yeah. They're free for faithful. It's becoming tempting in some instances.
Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month.
Oh boy.
Though it is a bit late, but
I think that's only for the, like I said, for the extreme fans.
good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Good morning, Vivian. Do you need anything from me today?
You're here
And she's a
super early
banshee?
today, Vivian.
Remind me
there
what the
something
difference...
urgent?
Isn't a banshee a ghost? Or am I confusing them with something else? Yes, I know, this all started with a nice message, which, you know, was sweet. But I didn't know the level that... I don't think Belle realized what she has ended up
Mockingbird's death
having.
has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
Maybe it's someone from the Ravenlock family. Could it be Hartman?
Could it be
I thought it was a
Hugo's uncle,
ghost.
Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
Ghosts in some stories they just image are desperate, so it's kind of unclear. Yeah. More like evil fairy, but you could call it a ghost. I don't know, I just think of like Scooby-Doo and stuff. I swear there was like a banshee and it's like kind of this ghost looking thing, but I guess it can lean into different things.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background
Yeah,
to
they
make
s-
people believe
yes, they scream a lot.
Mockingbird is just another top's pawn.
Well, yeah. Even I know that.
To the upper class,
Definitely
Mockingbird
ghost
may
looking
be
though.
significant,
Yeah.
but it has
This is
a
what I
loyal
can think of
following
off the top of my head.
folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
Well, what? Huh? Wait. Excuse-moi. What do you... So, because they found out he was an illegitimate child, they're seeing him in a better light. Okay. Sure. How Vivian is as a unit. I'm not pulling for sure. Yeah. It's definitely...
Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat.
Well, I guess Hugo got the benefit of the doubt.
Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain.
Well, his activities were gonna bite him in the butt one way or another, so I am not surprised about Hartman, and I don't feel pity for him.
Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me
Anyways,
another
I'm
family has
looking
taken
for
a
older
backseat
Abby.
role.
So you agree she kind of looks like older Abby. See? And here's the thing. I like her design, and her combat is interesting. And her voice acting is good. But golly. Like, the fangirl would be one thing. We're just taking it a step too far for
If I'm
me.
not
And my
mistaken,
comfortability.
Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the
Is
Ravenlock
recommended
family
to-
due to the
into the
current
workplace
public
story.
sentiment.
Yeah, I try to switch between Small Run and Moonshine sometimes. Could it be that someone's trying to get rid of Hartman?
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman
You're
and the
11 June.
Ravenlocks?
Huh. You say that, but I don't think he would actually want it in real life.
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter how hard I search, I can't find a single trace of him.
Well, he might not exist anymore.
Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core. Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Well, he'll try, but if anything, the Exaltists will just use him for an experiment and he'll go bye-bye. No thanks. Well,
Sorry
hey,
for
it depends
interrupting,
on what
but I need a quick word with Belle.
what you can tolerate and what they need help with, you know?
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting.
Just can't stop
outside.
staring at it. Oh my gosh. You really love that lady. Golly, Leo.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're
Yeah, I know some people don't want help, but there are some people that are getting help, and you know.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
Well, you know... Sure, I'll go talk to him.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Yeah, that is very accurate, Eldritch. Very well said, and hello. Hello, 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 hello. Meaning this way, dead. This way. What does this say? Tom's family erased the legitimate children's secret behind. Do. Thank you. Oh, I can read that further away. You paid better than this, probably. Ether aptitude education exposed as a scam. Ether Internia technology a shocking scam. Caffeine is harmful to some Therans. Well, yeah, if they have similar or systems as non-Therans, then yeah, so it's not like if Lycon should probably not have chocolate, if we had to guess. But hey, but isn't Howell cute? Isn't he just cute? I love that he just got the little bow. It's too cute. What do you mean?
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Hello.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety.
Oh, well, ain't that nice. I hope we're paid well for this.
However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger.
Probably, but things don't always go to plan.
I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life.
I believe he's alive.
I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Can we all agree that I believe Hugo is not dead? She isn't upset.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
I'm just saying it's very
reassuring.
obvious he is not dead. I find him an interesting character.
I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people.
It'll just be a temporary fix. Yeah.
Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Well, there's Lycan, which is different than a werewolf. Lycans are like feline. They're like werewolves, but cats. But they're called Lycans, not Lycon. Okay.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
Okay.
I respect that. Thank you.
You return to the video star with Lycon. You don't seem to have much of a reaction. Vivian does not seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about
Cats?
Hugo.
Yes, cats. Like mountain lions, something like that, if I remember. I gotta double check. Do you know who else is like a cat? Half my chat. like, is a bit nervous, especially with her shirt. Okay, difference between lichen and werewolf. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I want... No, this is their patient. Good. Nothing to do with cat. She doesn't know how to drive. From it, which is used with talking about shifters human to animal. Yeah, maybe that's... I'm trying to... I swear... Where is it? Werewolves, blah, blah, blah. And like werewolf lichens are said to be smarter when compared to werewolves. Like those more much. I just want specifics. Golly, why do we have to go into semantics? Is lichens also werewolves? I love I have to go to a wiki to figure this out. Golly. Our second breed of werewolves created by the 13th century. Once humans who were infected by the firstborn lichen or other of his victims, they are unlike the first breed that retain their human personalities when transformed, as well as being able to take human form. Jeez, oh my gosh. Oh, they're the ugly ones. Yeah, that's why I was like, I swear it was cat. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, mostly it seems like lichens are kind of like more animalistic. Such a cool shirt. Oh my gosh.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifices.
That's on a point, not gonna lie. Like, Lycon is in this one? As in the one on screen? Sure. So, lycanthropy? So is that just the transformation
Miss Vivian,
into
as
a being?
member of Mockingbird, you have my
Comes from...
deepest respect.
which is used for talking about shapeshifters. Huh.
You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary.
Can we get a
Mockingbird
seal
has
fact?
plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily.
The involuntary transformation, I'd say. Okay. You want a seal fact? I guess I can see. Let's see. Funny seal facts. Whenever he's particularly happy, he's in this with his tail and ears, and he doesn't even know that this happens to him. Okay, fun seal facts. Teamwork to sue. No. Seals can... So, let's see. Elephant seals can hold their breath underwater for up to 2 hours. A group of seals are known as colonies. What about an otter? Otters, I know... Well, the one fact I know about otters is that when they have babies, if they're sleeping, they'll put their babies on their chest while they're sleeping. So when they float, they don't fly,
Right.
they don't float away.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? That was fast.
Extreme. Well, we randomly look up fun facts most of the time
Master
anyways.
I believe we all share the same goal. uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need.
Oh my goodness. You think Vivian likes us. I wonder what gives you that away. What could
Miss
that
Vivian,
possibly
I know
give you
have
that
your own
idea?
Intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
But yes, him wagging his tail in here, that's just adorable. We'll think about it.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
My gosh, the Ballet Twins. It's always the Ballet Twins. When are we not at the Ballet Twins when it comes to Lycon? Do we go anywhere else? Belle, what do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? The sacrifices are still a threat. True, at the moment our only intel on the sacrifices is what Bringer left behind. We can only get someone to help investigate, but it'll take a significant amount of time, and time is something we cannot afford to waste, so working with the mayor is a good option. I know, but he can go to any other location. When the whales... What's it say for the former numbers? I think I've heard that fact before. By the way, do you see the, like, cat's arm in the corner of the screen? I just realized it's in the corner. Yeah. Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Wouldn't it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird's hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with, at least at the moment. Then let's all see Lycon. Yeah, just in the corner, it was very funny. Alright, away we go! But yes, it's just funny that we really haven't seen him anywhere else except for the Ballet Twins. I am not kidding, I swear. He only exists for the Ballet Twins. It's never any frickin' anywhere else. But I guess it's a big part of town, so it's a little less weird. By the way, how did she get on a train with that on her umbrella? Seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Let's talk to the mayor. Of course, please rest assured, when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. We haven't seen much of Rena and Corin. Yeah, that is true. Who's Corin? I can show who she is in a sec. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
I'll show Corin in a sec. It's the green-haired girl, if you've seen her before. It's been a while. Hello, hello, hello.
Friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me.
Hey, Natural and Val, do we ever see the mayor? Or have we seen the mayor? Will we ever see the mayor in this chapter?
I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way.
Yeah, we have not seen her since then. Nope. Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Bird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad.
Okay. Just was curious since we have talked to him, I think, a few times now.
I looked further into Bringer's map.
And the major what? You're the mayor's. You put Major. I was like, who's Major?
The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter.
Well, I'd like to see who he is. You know, since he's Lycon's, like, employer.
Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
Oh, great!
The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost.
Why was he trying to make sacrifices?
No one knows what happened to the Exaltist in Janus Quarter back then.
Like, have I missed a plot point that I don't remember about why they need sacrifices? Employer and Bellin, yeah, he's the friend of the teacher.
It's clear that after
I knew that. I remember
there
that.
haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltist's most successful attempts.
Don't trust him, and I hate how he's moving the story forward. Why are they handy? When they're not handy in this instance. Already passed away.
Since this person has already passed away, and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
I don't believe so. He doesn't seem to be that smart.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Oh, of course. You when sacrifice is involved. World domination? I'm going to guess world domination and control over the world, or what's left of the quote-unquote current world at the moment, since, you know, hollows exist. Closed. Well, first of all, we're dealing with a different thing when it's to fear and hunger. 2, you have no right to judge because you've done it more than I have. I mean, then it's okay. The role is no, it is not. Someone from Tops?
Is it possible it's someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands
Yes.
dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards.
I'm almost done with these stupid allergies. They're just still here.
Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my
It likes
guess
to
is
linger.
correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
I never said I never pretend I didn't. And I am, if you can tell, I sound better. I'm coughing less. Just, I'm still sneezing and coughing. But it's the least worse it's been. It just needs to go away. It's just trying to linger for as long as it can until it finally, my system decides to kick it out. So we're getting there. But what's in it for Tops?
But what's in it for Tops? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
Depends on if it benefits them. Because I don't... If they're an evil corporation, they're gonna tell things, and then they'll be like, we'll tell you because we know we can use you. And then you can go, bye-bye.
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in,
Hey?
taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And
How
Mr.
original.
Mayor,
Yep.
you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Well, you have to remember, evil organizations aren't exactly the most creative individuals in the world. Those are rare.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you?
They want to control New Eridu. That's all I remember. They're an evil corporation that wants to control New Eridu.
Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
I like this Vivian. This Vivian's interesting.
We have a common enemy. While our Ideologies may differ. We can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death.
Basically the
As
Hollows,
conflicts
yep.
within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
That's what I'm saying. When they're smart, because they're not... Yeah, big characters in stories, if they're smart, they're not always smart. The creative ones are the most difficult to deal with.
I'm not the
An
one who
egg?
started
Why an
the
egg?
rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted.
Oh, so it was you!
As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him. And I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one.
Oh
There are
no.
more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant.
How many did they make?
Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations.
What the frick, Leo?
I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again.
Oh yeah, I do have a question. To the ones who know this game. Was Bringer a sacrifice? Or was he a different thing?
I asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work.
Bringer, the head cop dude.
You don't need to worry about
Yeah,
her.
he was a sacrifice?
She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Do you have the time to listen to what the... What? Our teacher's research?
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be
Yes.
assisting us?
Okay.
And she's involved in our teacher's research?
I think they did inject him with something, but yes, so I guess... So Bringer's our first experience with the sacrifices. So they have weird consciousness.
That's right. She's
At least some of them.
Janice quarter for some business.
Oh, a new kind.
Set up a formal meeting, but she declined.
Oh, great. So the ones before don't have consciousness and are probably just like wild animals. Like the one that we fought with, oh my goodness, Coldia? The reference. Oh my
She
gosh.
prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then.
You say that, but that's not... that depends, one, on the animal, and two, are you more powerful than it?
So it looks like you both are on board with
Succeeding.
this
Oh,
commission,
boy.
ready to help recover the sacrifices.
Okay.
Hopefully we can turn people back to normal.
We don't want new Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
Because this is worrying that it is like... These are living beings that are turning into these sacrifices, probably not of their own volition.
I know you won't.
Can we turn them back to normal?
Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies.
This is just a global threat level. Yeah. But here's the thing. Once they become a sacrifice, I don't think gender really becomes anything.
I'll leave the rest to you then. I've
No
got to
cure
go.
yet.
Goodbye.
Yet. There's a yet. I'm glad the two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Like and leave thereafter. Lord Python, shall we head out now? Let's head to the Hollow. Alright, let's go.
Touch my tail, and now.
I don't even
Don't
know
just
what I
think about
could... Oh, he's locked out. That's funny.
Pick me.
VS. No. No. And it means hope you progress.
You're not gonna mess up my new clothes, are you?
I don't even know, do I have anyone else that would be a better combination with her, except for Nicole?
Don't. Time for some tail care.
Sure. Oh, I can go back to a minute. Yes, I know how Vivian works.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
I don't think I really have a choice. Anyway, I will tell a story, I guess, from my old work job. So, because it's been enough time, I can tell you. She wasn't made in an era, dude. Huh. The hollows for people, the monster, naturally, the sacrifice in the lab made ones that don't care for either. Ah. You're gone? Oh boy. So yeah, da-da-da-da, what was I previously? I was a host at a restaurant. That's what I did.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Well, I'm glad you thought I was a librarian. Do you know how much work you need to do to be a librarian, man? Too much for too little money. Just as Vivian is talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you pull her aside to listen. It was something.
Just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
You guys are wandering around in a hollow building with no weapons. You are very dumb.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
No one's a librarian. They just thought I was a librarian.
I heard they were
No
pretty
libraries
loaded
in
back
general.
the day.
Oh, I've seen
What
libraries.
Business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Yeah. Does it make sense now? Okay, now I go back to working. Well, I wish you luck, Dylan. Thanks for stopping by.
Dormant ones left around here for years. And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had it back.
Yes, the names here are very funny. Young Tops employee, middle-aged Tops employee. Beautiful names.
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day.
Is there another employee named Youngest Tops employee? Or Oldest Tops employee?
What's Tops
Or
planning to
elderly?
do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
No.
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
If Elden Ring goes on a really good deal, then I would buy it. It's just expensive.
All right. There's nothing here anyway.
We can't have which story,
Let's
though.
leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After the two Tops employees left, Vivian appears very visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire.
I know, but if I'm playing Lies of P, then haven't I negotiated halfway?
She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Who's this she you're talking about?
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who is this she you keep mentioning?
And since Lies of P is interesting to me, so if it really intrigues me, then Elden Ring will be a thing like I said, we already know. You already have the goal for what it's gonna be. So yeah. But yeah, maybe I'll have to. I think I put sigils in my Steam wish list. I'm gonna double check. I think I did. Let me double check. Just for you, Leo. Let me see. Did I put it in here? Yes, I did. So it is in here. So I do have it on my list. It's inevitable. Oh boy. Well, like I said, I gave a goal, so.
For losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with.
Is it the secretary?
That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth.
Yes, natural.
I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that... For me, the Exalted bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet.
Probably. Like I said, I'm already playing Lies of P, so once we get that.
Please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
If you're meeting in ZZZ, maybe? I don't really... I guess we'll see how it works. Sure, I'll stop asking.
Sure. I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to.
We have to see what the multiplayer is before, you know.
I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend
3 hours.
Hours singing your praises.
Big blue folk, I don't know. That's it. Yeah, guys, you want to listen to Vivian sing Phaethon's praises for 3 hours and I'll be gone? If they ever add one. Apparently it's in the works. Apparently. I don't know.
I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime.
Oh gosh, she's really gonna do it.
First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices.
I don't think
The
so.
Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now.
I love necessary. It's been in the works since the beta. Well, hey, getting things to work with multiplayer is difficult. What do you mean put up with the
Wish we
date?
knew
What
Hartman's
date?
backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that
Whee!
something bad is about to happen.
Wonder what gives you that idea. Anyway, let me get this thing. Oh, we'll put... Oh, so the silver long-haired man his name is literally Date. Wow. Spin, 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 spin. Alright, so I'll tell one story. Yeah, that's why I said I read the character's name is Date. Alright, I will tell one story. Yes, I know about Insomnia Files. You know, it's good with Jane, right? No, I did not know that. But yes, I'll tell a story real quick, okay?
Do you not like my outfit today?
You look fine, Vivian. Golly. Anyway, so, like I said, I was a host. So I worked with some other hosts, right? And I'm going to explain this. Alright, so I was working with 2 other hosts during like a weekend and stuff, you know, because it gets busy. And one of them, being like a teenage human, I have a fake name, so we're just gonna call her Sue. So I was working with Sue and someone else. Sue, like, bought this, like, new slime that she was messing with. And, you know...
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
So, here's the thing, you know, messing with the slime, okay,
Bad guys by a lot
that's
of
fine.
people, but
What she was doing was bringing slimes to their job. A
ironically,
teenager,
joining
I
Mockingbird
guess,
is what put me on the right path.
because she was bored. Anyway, she is not doing what you would expect with a slime, you know, where you're like just fidgeting with it. She decides to toss this thing in the air. Yeah, she decides to freaking toss the slime up in the air and catch it. Why? I don't know. Just has decided that's what she wanted to do.
Don't underestimate. Nothing here either.
No, no one got hit. What happened is that there was like a display, like a little bit above where the host stand was. So she threw it so high, it got stuck in a bucket.
There's someone up ahead.
So yeah, a slime that she got the day before is now stuck in a bucket on the ceiling. And look, it's Leo's favorite character.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you
She's
destroying
your
the
sister?
dormant sacrifice?
Yes, I wonder sometimes too. But yeah, look at this. They're siblings? I did not know this.
Don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
What was I going to do? They'd have to do so much work about it. Are they biological siblings? Or is she just calling her sister because they're like how she sees Hugo like a brother?
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
Oh, that's not good.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you
Adopted,
walked away.
okay.
You should do the same now.
No. Why would I want anything to do with that? Nope.
We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
Rude.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
Next to her looks like she never left her teenage phase. Camille's the older sister taking care of her.
You
Yeah,
haven't changed
it looks
a
like
bit,
that.
Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me.
And you're still going through with it?
You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this.
The sole
She
survivor?
loves you.
Really?
I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Who is she talking about? Explain to me who this she is, because apparently it's not Camille. Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. The noise attracts some ethereals, even though you have many questions. Dealing with the internet threat feels like the right choice right now.
Lord Nathan, watch out!
Whoa. Ow.
I'll tell you what that was about later.
Holy frick, I'm being pulled around like freaking billiard ball.
Take care of the ethereals first.
Yes, she said she.
Just this one.
Camille said, oh, I won't tell her that I met you or saw you. Just take your friend and leave. That's what she said.
Just
That's what Camille said. That's why I'm confused. Who's she? And who's Landon? Dina?
Okay. Notice me. Lord.
If you haven't, I'll be disappointed. How? I can't. It was in a bucket. So high. After finding out the other, you got to know more about her later. Okay, so it's going... I was like, I have never heard this name before in relation to this game. Okay. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. After finding out the ethereals, you search for a long time, but don't find any dormant sacrifices. After deliberating with Vivian, you decide to leave the hollow for now and figure out your next move. Just then, the phone rings.
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices.
Oh.
Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
So, just make sure that I am understanding this. Camille is from Vivian's family. Dina is not. Correct?
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
There probably is. A good thing destroying the things. Well, we don't know what they're using it. Like, are they destroying it for another purpose? The daughter of the first leader. Okay. Just making sure that I'm on the same page of where things are. I'm like, okay. Just want to make sure I'm understanding the dynamic. You know?
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Yes, the story is a little confusing. It was like, who, what, where, who's she? We met Camille, and she's not that she? For this,
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while.
oh, there's our connection. Thank you. I need context. Thank you, Vivian.
Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists.
Okay, is Landon Dina's parent? Is that the connection?
A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janna's quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying.
Alright, I'm now on the same page now. I got it.
I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you.
Okay.
I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
When did I sign a contract for a relationship here? When did this happen? Did I sign something that I don't remember? Okay,
No worries.
then.
I'll totally have your back until you're
Hold the
feeling
crater, though you should be able to remember this from last trip. Yeah, that... Yeah, because that's... Point is, the Exaltists are the one that Bringer were a part of, / the secretary ladies, which her name is Sarah, with no H. And that's all connected. I guess we did.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand.
Yeah, I guess we fell into her trap. I don't remember.
That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me.
Well, why is it? Who knows?
They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died.
Is it with an H? I thought it was without an H.
The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous
Oh
with
my
payouts?
Really? She's playable. Oh, I'm slightly curious now. What weapon is she gonna have? Sounds sketchy.
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents.
Why did they have to die at all?
I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Okay, really? That's so boring. That's boring. She could have a freaking like pen that turns into a dagger would be cool. Let's go together.
Let's go together.
But evil. It's just so boring. You arrive at Luminous Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Oh. But hey, do you see my vision? Because she's a secretary, so she dealt with a lot of, like, paperwork and things. Or even a freaking clipboard or something, and make that, like, a boomerang. That would be cool. Like Jade. Well, Jade uses a whip, does she not? But yeah, I was thinking more of, like, a pen or a clipboard that you could use as like a boomerang or like a shuriken or something would be kind of cool. Because then you're taking that cool little concept. Because she's using an umbrella, which is cool. Like, nice. Yeah, like that. Something like that, or it becomes like a dagger. Or, like I said, as I was saying and Leo saying, like, you know, papers or clipboards that she can use and throws like kunais. Would be cool. And you can't tell me that they couldn't do that. Yes. Yes, Val. Lord Phaethon, let's head out as soon as you're ready. Go now.
An old friend of mine says
That
she
is a
has some
big
new
cat.
intel.
What the Hi, chunky cat.
She's like a mentor to me.
Hang on, Vivian. I'm
I
watching
learned a
the
lot about data scraping on
the chubby
Ravenlock thanks
cat.
to her.
Guys, you see it too, right? Look at it. Where did this get in the game? I don't recognize this cat. Vivian's right on. Where will the cat go? It's heading that way. Garfield, it kind of fits. It's got green eyes? Yeah. Yeah, where will it go? Nobody knows. I can't get too close, it'll disappear. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, Jerry. Oh, look, the cat's going the same way we're going. Aw. Well, that's cute. Yeah, little chubby cat. Look at the cat go. Slowest cat I've ever seen. What? They don't have a business meeting. Why do they have to rush? They're a cat. They could do as they please. Walking along. Is that rain? People fed it well, you don't say. I can't believe it went the same way we were going. Alright, everyone say goodbye to the cat. It's heading away. Bye-bye. Bye. Because it's gonna go where we're gonna be able to go. Yep. Bye, cat. Bye, little orange cat. Good job. Did you have a toll from your old workplace? Well, that I listed off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 7 stories off that I have written down. But he's on a mission. Yes, he is.
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah, on a mission.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain?
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Faithin. Long time no see.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Faithin is Lord Faithin?
Probably?
No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Faithin.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed
Which
a
girl?
favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them.
Well, yeah, because we saved you.
I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Wait, Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Faithin wouldn't be interested in that.
I am slightly curious because I probably need to gather evidence for a restraining order.
Why are you all tense? Right. Lord Faithin lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out?
Oh no.
And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like
There's your
that.
evidence. Oh boy. Who knows? Spring rain, yeah. I think I know that black cat.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
How the frick did it get connected there?
Lord Faithin, please, let's drop this topic.
No, actually.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is.
I wonder who it could possibly be.
If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago.
I don't think she needed your help with that because she found us just as quickly.
I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I think they will if you know, track their messages to find their location.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
I wonder. Change the subject.
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter.
I'm guessing for the bodies.
I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Got any more leads?
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, There were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port.
Oh, that's not ominous.
The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Okay, thanks, Rain.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time.
Sounds good to me.
But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up.
Okay, Rain is a hacker and really, really does not think things through. Or think too hard about things.
I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
I appreciate her when she is focusing on her mission.
Rain.
Because, yes, I think it's cool that she wanted to meet the idol, the person that brought her out of a dark place, and wanted to thank them. You know, that is cool. It's the everything else.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good
Nothing,
life.
not suspicious at all. Yeah, nothing suspicious at all.
I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions she knows someone who's really skilled at finding people in real life, so you could follow her and continue on your way.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
I appreciate Jigglypuffs. Yeah, I think we all can appreciate Jigglypuffs.
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
We're talking to a bang poo. Yeah, I was like, nothing's wrong with being like, you know, she's fangirling. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Phaethon. I've been a big fan of you and you helped me through all these things. Like, that's fine. You know, meeting someone that she idolized is normal. It's the steps too far of watching when we're sleeping. Tracked us down to almost our address. So is being a fan so adorable, huh? So yeah, nothing's wrong with her being a fan. It's where she's taking it to the stalker territory where I'm like, could you? But ain't this a little much for a DM? It's a little, the level she's going to, yes, but if it helped her out, then obviously she appreciates what they did for her. So wanting to thank them is not an unrealistic thing. No. I just move down so that the characters that are shorter, I can move so that they can be seen. Top 5 things Dylan can fix. Like, I know she was at a time low, but it's too much for a DM. Well, you don't know where someone is mentally. And, like, in real life, that could actually help someone. You really don't know. Just someone that was there and acknowledged someone's existence could do a lot. You know? What do you mean, what's there to fix? Not staring at me as I'm sleeping on the couch?
I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Good morning, good morning. Like, this is normal dialogue. It's the other... What the... Oh, that's funny. It seems the person right in one Denny Boo we're talking about. Lord Phaethon, please step back. I can't be certain if he'll end up doing something extreme considering his current mental state. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please.
Could she really be fixed, though? Yeah, it is cute ice cream. What will be her reaction? Maybe she'll be positive. Let's hope that she's positive about it. Yeah, she needs to be told boundaries.
I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go.
I'm hoping for... I'm trying to hope that she will be supportive. Let's hope that.
I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family.
Do you really think she's gonna hire a hitman? If she really was it, I think she would do it herself. If we're gonna be thinking she's full 100% yandere. I'm gonna be very honest with you.
We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
Why are you guys like this?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
Oh boy.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late.
Well, I'm glad you guys are confident in your taste. That's all I could say.
Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out.
You do.
But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the Hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right.
Oh, I like vanilla ice cream, or the ice cream that has like the Reese's in it, or like peanut butter cup things, or strawberry.
I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up.
I think that was your first mistake.
After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the Hollow.
Oh no.
But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills.
I think this is how they make sacrifices.
When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen.
No wonder this guy is traumatized.
Then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
Blonde guy.
So I escaped. didn't want
A
to kill
fruit
anyone.
flavor version, but wasn't.
I
You
don't
seem to like
know.
vanilla. Oh, I don't mind the fruit flavored like popsicles. It just depends on my mood.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
Oh. You and Vivian contact Lycon, the mayor representing Victoria Housekeeping, agrees to protect the worker and will keep his identity confidential. Soon, Rena arrives and takes the man away, mentioning that the mayor will confirm the location based on his description. Oh, I've never heard of that before. That's interesting. Flavor I've never heard before. Well, if he's been out for a while, like, they're putting him in a safe location, so the assumption is they're gonna monitor him. You're remarkably calm.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough.
No.
Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough.
My goodness.
There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear.
What the frick?
As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. perhaps
Really?
leaving it all behind
Natural?
could put an
Really?
end to the pain.
Golly, let the guy... He's suffered enough trauma. Leave him alone. Golly. That's kind of hard to imagine.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met.
I know you're not kidding, that's what I'm saying. Leave him alone.
And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from
He's
who I
done
used
nothing. He's suffered enough. To be they're not having him just run around, though. He's being put in protective services, so they're gonna watch him and probably check his health and see what's going on. Speaking of Rain...
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends.
He didn't know he was being used by an evil corporation, so I'm not going to blame a victim for being in a circumstance that he didn't know what he was being involved with. He signed up to protect something. He did not sign up to be an experiment. And his family should know about him being alive. And, you know, if he is okay and they get whatever it is out of his system, or he can at least interact with his family, that would be nice.
And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Let's start with the Red Fang gang.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
As you walk along the river by Luminous Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't part of them, she's been to the places where they took place. I wonder why. Yeah, it was the first chapter She's been to the chaotic hollow of the Camellia Golden League. She had her favorite sandwich at Cheesetopia, and she even received a star sticker from Officer Mew Mew for rescuing Bangbu. You are amazed at the coincidences of life in New Eridu and how your paths have crossed so many times without you realizing it. Yeah, he probably might go to prison. I don't know. My point is that his family should be able to know that he's alive, nonetheless, and he should be able to get the mental help that he needs. After a long chat, it's time for a meal.
I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street.
Oh, is this where she's gonna say it?
Harmonica on the outer ring.
Yeah, so many coincidences.
I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero.
Oh my gosh.
None of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side.
She went to the memorial
since
where
I
the
was
teacher
little.
is.
I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune.
Oh boy. Me too.
I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed.
I'm not even doing anything. This is just the main story.
I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me, whether they knew me or not. Everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life.
I saw... Yeah, I saw Blade in that. I'm curious how that's gonna go.
So many lights. And not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind. And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world.
Yeah, it's on, I saw it on Twitter or something. It's like almost like a battle royale. I'm gonna go look. Okay.
It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Me?
Wait, really?
Me? Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all,
No, well,
it's just an
thanks.
ordinary day.
It's just with their
An
sister
ordinary post
boy.
and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
The context, like, it's sweet, but the context of her following them around is weird. Just casually flying around. Yeah, that would be a little strange. So what exactly did the comment say?
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Oh boy. Oh, okay.
No!
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining, but also
Yeah, you don't say.
for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now.
Like, I'm glad that she became more confident in herself, but I don't think we needed the confidence to go to that level.
Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
Good for you? Question mark? So what we wrote to her, by the way, I'm assuming it was... We'll probably get it eventually. Oh, like I said, I see nothing wrong with wanting to meet your idol and be like, okay, I want to follow their footsteps and learn from them. That's fine. It's the following them literally around. The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The light reflects in her eyes, dance and flicker as if eager to share the stories of the past, both the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the past she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
Well, yeah, that's... Like, something like that, I would believe that.
Over the details together.
It's probably along the lines, since she was being, like, dealing with negative comments, was like, you know, leave her alone. Everyone has bad luck. No one can actually be bad luck. You know, that type of thing. Because that sounds like something that Wise and
You're back.
Belle would do.
Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned.
Why online specifically?
I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people.
Oh, great.
We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
Hartman's been busy.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
Leave it to us.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands.
You didn't help out last time either. It's fine, Lycon.
The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also...
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. Something was said that gave her reason to keep on going. That's why I'm saying it makes sense that she wants to meet the individual that cheered her up and wanted her to keep going in life. I mean, but it's by a chubby cowboy with it. What the frick? Why does it have a human head?
The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
What in the world? We'll head out as soon as you're ready. Okay.
Pick me, and I promise you'll earn big.
Oh, I can go back. Jane? What do you mean, Jane?
Where's the sacrifice core?
Maybe I'm... What did I miss?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina.
I want to meet Lady Dina. Who is this lady?
I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Oh. Yeah, you did say that. Sorry.
Sure thing. I'll take
Hey,
you to where
Nicole's
I
getting
think
her
you-
time in the sun. I usually use Jane and the public security team anyway, so, you know.
Once you verify it's legit,
One of the cutting hairs being
Lady
able to
Dina
be
come over.
used in the plotline is fun.
We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
That's the dream team. Oh. Oh, they work that good together?
Seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man.
I think that's an understatement.
It's just that... Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core?
Ambush?
And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Maybe she's going rogue. Who's Dina?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else
But Nicole will
does.
also work. Too many names. Yeah. I planned the route already.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Alright.
Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Vathan!
Alright. Why can't we fight? We don't have no weapon. Because we go into a hollow with no weapon. Slash, I don't think Vivian would let us. Punch him. I don't think that's gonna work. Ow.
Oh my.
Boom, 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 boom. Where the frick? We be, hello? Vivian? There we go. Did you try? I'm pretty sure Belle would have tried previously. I don't think that
Looks like
works.
Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage.
Well, yeah, because he wants money, power, and whatever else he could get his hands on.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Oh, I was like, is there... Trying to see if there's any stuff.
Don't touch me.
This is...
Play.
Names are earned. Oh, boy. But, yeah. I guess since I'm gonna be here for a second, another story was during this, like, busy weekend.
Let's keep moving.
This couple came in. What boo are you using? The boo that they gave me? Whatever Hugo's boo is. Is that Bang Boo even available?
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Vathan. Don't touch me.
Well,
Fool.
it's perfect for her. But yeah, anyway, so story time. It was a busy Saturday. Saturday or Sunday, something like that. Anyway, they came in, and you know, you have like a wait list for people because, you know, it's busy. You ask, oh, how many in all this? And you're like, it's gonna be about like 10 to 15 minutes. They go, okay. And then walk away. So, obviously, you don't put them on... I don't put them on the list because they, you know, they just went okay. And didn't seem like they were leaving, right? Well, they come back being like,
Over there. Looks like
it's
they're
been almost this amount of time. When is it almost our turn? And I was like, so I searched for the name and I'm like, you're not on the list. And then the freaking husband has a fit. So he starts just ranting and raving, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is ridiculous. We've been here for blah, blah, blah amount of time. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he was having a fit.
Hand over what's in the box.
And
Or we do this the hard way.
yeah, and here's the thing.
You sure talk big.
The wife was, you know, asking like, oh, is that really the case? And he's like, oh, she doesn't care. It doesn't matter, blah, 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 you know.
Secure the sacrifice core.
But pretty much, sorry, I had a cough. Because I know we're gonna go into a dialogue thing. So pretty much, he was just having the biggest fit. And he wandered away. And the wife just asks, hey, do you think we've been here for a little bit, and do you think you could find a way to get us in? It's our anniversary, and we always like to come to this place for it. So, the wife, you know, acting like a respectable human being. So, I asked my other coworkers, because it wasn't, we were finally, like, getting through the list of things. So I asked them, hey, since we're only dealing with, like, bigger parties, and that table's open, is it fine if I just set them at this one spot? And they said it was fine, so then I went up to the husband and I said, we have a table for you. And his mood changed. Didn't get a thank you. No, nothing. So I went and found his wife and they went and ate.
Lord Vathan, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here?
Oh, hi, Hartman.
Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
Why blame me?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind. Who the heck are you?
Vivian, it's been ages.
Oh no. Nice stories on your list? I can tell nice stories if you want nice stories. Would you like to hear a nice story real quick as we're being stared down by crazy lady number 3? Yeah, I can tell a nice story. There were some nice stories. It's just the weird and bad stories are the ones that you remember some of the time. The man-child one was funny. I'll take a nice one. So this is kind of a combination between bad and nice. Okay? I'll explain it simply. It won't take that long. So, I had to work Thanksgiving. I didn't get any holiday pay. I was there all day. And you just dealt with so many people coming in. And it was so annoying. This one lady was so nice that she gave me a tip. She gave me a tip and was like, thank you for being here, and I appreciate your time being here. So she gave me a $10 tip, which was really nice of her to do. Because she didn't have to, but she did. I told you there was a positive to it.
Dina!
Anyway, we have a lady that I think is gonna be terrifying.
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet.
It was nice. What's the bad part? I worked on Thanksgiving with no holiday pay. And I didn't get to have my Thanksgiving.
Look at
you. Thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past.
Yes. They don't do holiday pay, but they make you work holiday. Didn't even feed us Thanksgiving food. Apparently they used to in the past, but apparently the company needs a penny pitcher. Fans that's not allowed. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. There's probably some weird thing, and I'm not gonna try to figure it out. I'm not there anymore. But yeah, that was a thing. Oh, trust me, they probably would have had me work Easter, too. They probably would, and I probably wouldn't be paid holiday pay either. Good thing I left before then. Ha-ha!
So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
What the frick, lady?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
Well, if she was a young child, then she was only doing what she was told. Work on that French.
I wasn't.
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
They should still get paid. Yeah, we get paid. We just didn't get holiday pay, so we didn't get bonus pay. So. No one did.
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
Oh, so she really did go behind Dina's back.
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days.
When you have time. Yes, because I know we're gonna go in a fight. I guess once the fighting happens, I guess you can put them in the chat.
Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
The religious symbols? She's got a thing on her, like, on her chest. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've seen it before.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core...
And she got, like, flowers on her. Why are the head of organizations always crazy? Because they have crazy ambition. And they also are really good speakers. So they know how to convince people of their ideal, even know how crazy it is. They are able to speak like it makes sense. You know, that type of thing.
It's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake. How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Humans are weird. Yes, they can be. Oh. They both could speak. Dina approaches Harmon and coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground screaming. Dina wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain. What the frick?
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up?
You're the freaking one who caused him to be like this, you crazy woman. Oh. So is the thing on her neck, like, their quote-unquote, their creator symbol?
The masterpiece Father made for the creator? Isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding?
So, the real core.
Vivian.
Where do you think the sacrifice core is really at? I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought.
Is it inside Vivian's body?
Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors. Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors? Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune?
Oh my gosh. Why are you blaming her?
How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands.
You know that she cannot control every living being that she come across's decisions, right? You know that, right?
It was you who brought disaster on them.
No, she did not.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame.
Is that Graves the one who started the Hollows? I could see that.
Whether I shed tears or not.
That's a reasonable to
he
make.
treats living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Tina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause.
What great cause? For him to have power?
Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals. I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already.
Second act, low point, huh?
Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Would you really call that a good cause?
You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Yeah, she's psycho. As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors on the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him. Cowards! They're so sentient as a hollow, but is it worth it? Yeah, is it? Is it great? For the greater good, good idea. I know what, I get the pun, but why don't, if it's for the greater good, then why don't they do it then? If it's allegedly for the greater good, why couldn't he do it for himself? Why did he have to sacrifice other people, huh? You know? That's the biggest thing, is like, oh, if it's for the greater good, and you're touting this all the time, why not do it yourself? Because then that's when you know it's not for the greater good. Because he was going to sacrifice his own daughter, why wouldn't he just do that himself then? If he really cared about his daughter. Only self-sacrifice. I was gonna say, if he really believed in this cause, he would have, you know, ow.
Just this once.
You know, would have said, oh, I'm gonna do, I'll sacrifice myself for this cause because I believe in this cause. You know, yeah, it is funny. Because then it's like, you actually believe in the cause that you are becoming a martyr for, you know? Because then it makes sense.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
I do love that she just floats around. It's beautiful.
There are
Oh
so many.
no. How are we gonna get out of this one? Oh look, it's Natural's favorite character now.
Ink?
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict.
Oh
If you
boy.
wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
Thanks?
Now.
Thank you.
Is patches for science kept. Well, I disagree with what Bonjo did to the kids. He sacrificed himself for his own ambition is a different thing that shows how much he is. You know? Do I not hate? You like Billy?
Finally, peace and quiet.
You like Billy, Paul? Oh, that's a cute bird.
You must be Belle, right?
How do you know who I am?
Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Oh. You are?
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
Oh.
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious.
Not many
what kind of
people it
person
does
you are,
dislike me.
So I came to see.
Well, you asked, who do you not hate, Billy? So I said the one that I know that the character that you do like.
At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
It's okay. Are you the investigator?
So you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Huh? Guidance?
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now.
Okay.
I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
What in the frickin' world, Petro? Golly. Zuyun leaves after saying this while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Okay. Let's leave the hollow first.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Oh boy. Well, you don't get to see it with Wise. What happened with Wise? Is there something different?
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
Are you feeling down?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out.
If you want to talk, I'm here to listen.
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune. So no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long.
Literally compare. Can you guys see me? My OBS disconnected. Can you guys hear me? Everything okay? Really? What the frick, Wise? I think Wise is a cool dude. What the frick have they done to my boy? What the frick? Really? This is... I need to look up this cutscene. Had to refresh, but yeah. Okay. I know you can hear me, Val, since you responded, so... It's an actual cutscene. I'm gonna look this up right now. I need to see this with my own eyes. ZZZ. He says don't like he observed. Oh my gosh. You young wise young Cutscene? We'll go with cutscene. With Wise. I just want to see it. You don't have to worry about it. I just want to see it for myself. Okay. I want Wise. Where do I find it? This guy. There's probably want to see the I'll look away for a one. It's fine. I'm trying to find it. Is this just... Okay, that's just the Bell one. I want the Wise one. It's easy in Python. Does... Nope, that is also Vivian and Belle. Try this, Wise versus Belle when they first meet. Okay. Does this have Wise related? Media. That it needed a second to reboot. Yeah, I guess it did. So let's do Zenless Zone 0. Wise versus Belle when they first meet. Okay. When they first met. That's not gonna be it. Oh my lord, why is the echoes? Lordy, it is so... I'm almost there. I found a comparison. Oh my gosh, Wise! Wise! I'm going to punch you, Wise. What the frick? He turns between them. I could... So it's not as bad. Okay, that is so loud. Anyway, I'm good now. Here, put that back up. He goes like this. I could see why people would say that. Comparing isn't as bad. It's not as bad as what they describe it as. So you know how Belle was like looking over here at the new character? Wise, for some reason, does this. He looks between the two of them. So it's not like he is staring.
Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man, who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows. So all life could live freely inside and outside of them.
That is not a bad dream. So where did it go wrong?
Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day. Always about the Exaltists and her father.
Well, he looks like he's doing this. Like, he's just looking left to right between the two. Whether you see it that way or not, I guess that depends on you.
But Things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine.
Yeah, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. It's rent-free in my head. Oh boy. Like, I will just pull it up and show. It is not that bad. Like, it really is not. It's just so freaking loud. Like, I can show it. It's not a big deal. If OBS does not crash on me. I know boys will. Well, I am not a boy, so I could not tell you. But, let me... Like, real quick, it'll be fine. Alright, there. I didn't put them... You don't really need to see the sound. But, yeah. It was like, what do you mean? Obviously, Wise is the one on the bottom. So there's your comparison. Oh. There, that was it. That was it. Like, if you want sound, I can put the sound on, it's fine. But, yeah. You can't really see sound. Okay, he was pondering.
There's here. Another place of conflict.
It's just duplicate audio.
Then head southeast. Now.
There. That's why I didn't want to play it, because it's duplicate audio and it's so loud. Like, it is so loud. Okay, he was comparing. He is. Okay, what? Like I said, I don't see it that way, but if that's how it is, you can see it that way, but I don't. But whatever.
Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
Well, because she wasn't her father's special little snowflake anymore. Was the blessing medicine the sacrifice serum? Oh boy. Oh my god. They shouldn't do that. It's freaking weird.
The sacrifice serum bringer had.
Hi, Matthew. You can't forget. Oh wait. What do you mean can't forget?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness.
One, there are some people that do play as Wise. Two, apparently Natural plays as Wise or something since he saw it, or at least knows that someone played it.
The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the exaltists. The The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness. So Landon's medicine was seen as a failure. And he gradually lost influence with the
You too. No one plays Wise. I would have played Wise, it's just I already have the male character in Honkai Star Rail, so I wanted a different one. I think he's genuinely hilarious. I think Wise is fun.
One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing.
What the wow, Matthew. I think that's untrue.
I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing. Until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation,
oh boy,
Landon killed him.
Joke. Wow.
Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Gina to be blessed.
My sleep. Oh boy. I think Wise is a fun character.
I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon
It's in a
would be the one to
game.
receive the blessing, not Dina.
Because some of the stories that I played, sometimes there are so many freaking women, it's nice to have some different... It'd be nice to have some men that appear. And also, if you are attracted to women, obviously you want to see a lot of women characters. If you're attracted to more masculine people or men, then yeah. I play as a guy. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you play as Stel. I play as Celsius? I think that's how his name is said.
At first, Landon
In Honkai Star Rail.
and no one believed me. But in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
You swear it's for the hitbox? Uh-huh. When Vivian starts to recount what happened that day...
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Oh.
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Oh, so she saved her. Haha.
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your dinner. I think it's...
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening?
That just seems dumped. And natural, I know that's a lie.
Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Oh, she saved him.
Father!
Wow.
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
That's great. Top 10 voice act I've ever seen.
It had nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you? Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done,
Misunderstandings, you don't say.
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
If she cared about her father, why isn't she rushing him to a medic? Her voice trembles as she shares her past stories.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster. So she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up.
I think she's staying there for Dina's sake, if I'm going to be very honest.
That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she...
I wonder what gave that away, Paul, that Dina is not the smartest.
All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her.
You didn't do anything, she just didn't listen. There's a difference. You can't help someone who doesn't listen.
I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad in me.
Yeah.
Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
I don't think like that, Vivian. That's not your fault.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices.
The one that... Camille? That's Camille. Why stay? Because she watched Dina grow up, and I don't think she wants to leave Dina alone. Is my guess.
The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Like, similar to the singer lady and her bodyguard, that type of thing.
Lord Phaethon.
Names are hard. Yes, names are difficult. Like Asta, the singer, and I cannot remember her bodyguard's name right now. You need to believe in yourself.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort.
Evelyn, thank you. I'm like, I do not remember her name, but yeah.
I remember you saying you really
They have that dynamic, I would say.
So what's changed?
Just a little bit more on the extreme end, but yeah.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today.
The hit after.
Years have gone by.
Oh boy.
But I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's why I said it's like that dynamic, but on an more... It's like at a 20 level, if that makes sense.
Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Well, we do nothing but listen, so might as well get good at it. Just come to me whenever you need.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Weariness sets in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. For the friend, but it's taking a while. Wow. Yeah, it's like, please knock on the door. Please. When you wake up, it's almost noon. Belle, Vivian was here in the store just now, but you weren't here. Did she need something? It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at the auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards, and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. If you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Alright. Well, her helping us fall asleep is... If we're asking her for help to help us fall asleep, that's a different thing than her wandering in and just watching us while we sleep. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge.
Shawl,
She's
I
everywhere.
didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage.
No, she is literally used everywhere with anything related to, like, jobs and events. She is a character they use, so it's kind of funny.
He logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
That's what I thought, too.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape.
But why would he hide it, though?
Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So, I'm happy I could help you too. Alright, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
You say goodbye to Shaw. Vivian leaves lounge. Lord Faithon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I heard from her that Hugo took some information away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. How? We are a Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, shouldn't it? Can we block her? I don't think that will work. Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators, so Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate, but after the mission ended, we let them roam free. But I just checked the trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. Still flies around you from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. We can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Faith on it, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Oh, we're going bird finding? A soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo chose for the mission, but it does have some black feathers, so maybe it is? Either way, you might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. Showing a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird to Vivian, you get a negative answer. I love, after sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird, that is a sentence. Who says chunk of a bird? Oh, there's a doggy now. Look, it's the orange cat again, and look, we got the doggo. Look at that happy little face. I don't know, I think it was just to be more descriptive. Look at the little doggo. So cute. Bop, 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 bop. That's a crow. Black crow in a dark alleyway. But where's the owner? That is a good question. Seems a little cliche, but this is really a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo of the crow and send it to Vivian. Receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds, that's the one. She quickly comes over. Of course it was a crow. Ha ha ha, that's a different crow. That's the one. It's all thanks to Lord Faithum. We found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among those boxes. You look through the boxes and find the recordings, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. Alright. I'm not giving that to a bird. And if it was Crow, I think he would hang out by a bar. I wouldn't have to bring it to him. Fairy repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal.
no good for negotiation.
Hello.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
I think she's already reached that point.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
See, even Hugo agrees. Oh, crows do that? I leave birds alone. I don't go near birds.
Serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands.
I don't think that's gonna go well.
If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
Yes, I got that.
That belongs to the creator.
Yes, I know the Crow Mauler.
Although I find Landon's methods
But I don't think he would appear here in broad daylight.
and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
So see, I was right. She's only staying because of Dina.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
I can't believe she still follows him. The video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Yeah. Fantastic, yep. Why has Hugo never mentioned this before?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Because
Hugo,
he's good at keeping secrets.
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
Oh, fun.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight.
Why?
This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the
I did not know that movie.
there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
Is it the one from earlier?
So,
Or from
you
the
want
previous
me
stream?
to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
What about me?
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
Well, if it's the dude that I've met before, he's not gonna tolerate that. He hates my guts.
+1! Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
I guess this is how this is the first date, I guess.
Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
I don't think she requires it.
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely.
Alright, let's go.
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup.
Sounds good, Lycon.
I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
You get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything I need to look out for? Oh boy. Well, good luck, Paul, with whatever important thing it is. Don't worry, Lord Phaethon, just leave the socializing to me. Will let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape of formal dinner etiquette together? Learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission, too. Though such a method isn't efficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. What the... Oh boy. To accompany Vivian. Oh, is that what it was? I thought you were talking about an actual thing. Well, I guess. Let's watch over the key details for you as we... I'll go over the key details for you as we watch this tape. You do some last-minute studying on the etiquette, expected a formal banquet for your mission that night before you know evening has arrived. So what do you mean you don't want to hang out? There's literally no button to say that. Okay, location, are you ready? Let's go! She heads off first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying it's all good, let's go meet up. If it's the frickin' dude from before, this is gonna go horribly wrong. Bring it! No, it's a different? Yeah, it's different. Okay, we're safe. You're gonna end the quest today? Maybe, we'll see. Miss Banshee, this is... Oh, he's got the freaking ears. Oh, is something the matter? What it means is this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. Well, this can protect me. No, if that's not true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You're not so stingy as to not even allow your guests to +1, are you? Since you're important companion of Miss Vivian's, you're also my honored guest. Let's be off. Alright, blah blah. Yeah, Banshee. An hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor with Burton's guidance. You go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
I can't get over the ears on him, I'm sorry. It's the basic model that they use. And now all I see is that they changed the ears. I can't get over it.
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
Like, I like this Vivian. This Vivian's interesting.
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Like Banshee. We talked about this earlier, Eldritch.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach.
But it shows that she knows what she's doing,
For dessert,
and she knows how to
myself, and I
twist everything
guarantee
around her finger.
it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Vernon hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with.
Yeah, yes. But she knows how to work through it very well.
I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
He probably bit his tongue and just smiled. What do you mean by dessert?
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
You only have to negotiate. Oh my god. Alright, stick to the plan.
Alright, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
I think the point is she was just doing it to distract them.
I'll follow Lord Phaethon.
In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with the gentle push, the door actually opened.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
Yeah, something's gonna happen. Let's contact Lycon.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Our top priority is to investigate Hartman's office.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Then let's split up.
Oh my gosh. That's a last resort, I think, is what you're trying to say, Natural. You and Vivian search through Hartman's office a while, but find nothing. Just then footsteps suddenly come from outside, and in a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction?
Oh boy.
So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food.
This is gonna go well.
Don't want to come out?
Why would we? What do you think?
Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you.
Wow, he's actually gonna do something by himself?
Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Okay. He raises his weapon aimed at the desk, yet there is no shot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
The bullet? How?
Hello!
Dear
Perfect timing.
Uncle, why must we be so distant with one another?
He saved us!
You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo!
Is he a Dio type?
Impossible.
Kind of.
You're...
Yeah, I guess he... Oh, when he has a weapon. Oh, I'm old, strong, and tough. Blah, 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 blah.
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
Kick his butt, Hugo!
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Like he has much to talk.
Petty tricks?
I'm gonna say Hugo at least does his own work.
Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine.
Probably a lot more than Hartman could probably do in a day.
My dear uncle.
Shortly before.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Go where Lycon is.
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard.
You think?
The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
At some point. Oh, thanks. I'm glad that we're in your thoughts. No, he has saved us, actually. We were in a corner.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
Are you going to make up?
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities?
I don't think so. I think it's more of a disbenefit for you for faking your own death in the first place. The tension is still palpable, yeah. Oh my gosh, please stop.
Well, thank you for your cooperation.
So, well, thanks that you have that confidence.
At least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry?
I doubt Lycon is that dumb. Well, Lycon knew this entire time, obviously.
You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
I think it's a blow bag.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate.
Why? I don't know. You put bread in it, maybe made it grainy.
Oh, right. I should also thank the blood
I don't know.
hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you.
I don't think anyone does.
Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
Team Morbius type. Yeah, I would say.
Of course. If things really did go awry, I had alternative plans.
I don't believe you. Whether... It's probably something to do with the hollows. Probably mutation. Something like that is my guess.
You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
No, I'm flattered.
Oh
so what
boy.
exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great
Maybe,
lengths to
who
erase your
knows?
own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
So boy.
Don't get your tail
No, they exist
in a
before the
twist.
hollows? Then, I don't know.
Plans
Alternate
that
universe.
require your assistance,
Yes,
so
Matthew.
naturally, I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Huh.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
Maybe we'll find out.
As a member
In
of
the future.
Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain
Applause!
resources from Tops for
Good
my
job,
future
Matthew.
plans.
I'm proud of you.
I also confirmed
I wish
what
you luck.
attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration.
Well, they're not even
with the
dating, but at this point, you would think they were dating.
That's where I got my intel on
Yes,
what
well.
really left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right?
No, they
Sure.
are childhood friends and were raised under the same person, and that's how they created Mockingbird. They haven't dated, to our knowledge. Between Lycon and Hugo, who's more of your type? I like Hugo's long hair, but I like Lycon's personality more? Does that make sense?
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means. but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful.
You're saying that. I don't know how that would work, but, I guess what lemons have? Is it citrus acid?
In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures.
Oh my gosh. If that's how you want to see it, whatever. That's personally yeah, that's just their kid. Their imaginary kid.
But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself
Made them
alight,
ourselves.
it's better to let it burn free.
What do you mean young? Well, I guess they're young, I get. They're adults, so that's a whole thing.
When I helped you put on your little act,
What about you, Natural? Aren't you a cat
you left the
who's in
sacrifice
love with
for the
humans?
Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Much. What do you mean?
Oh, yes.
He literally just has wings on his head.
Now no one
25 plus, I think. So yeah, an adult.
All eyes are on Hartman.
Yeah, so you have no right to judge me.
For keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done.
You know, it would have been nice to know.
That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
Or is that not the age you were guessing? They're more talking about like, oh, I'm 800 years old, and aren't they young? It's like, golly, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. What do you mean young? You're asking for an unrealistic thing.
I noticed that you never turned
Golly.
Master Proxy.
I don't know. Ask Katniss Everdeen that question.
So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk.
No one got shot around.
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice?
This freaking music.
But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end.
Do we agree this music is just really?
Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
And it just benefits you at the same time. I guess I could put it on the list of things to play. But I guess I'm glad that you enjoyed the game that you played, Matthew. You just want the scene to end.
Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
What the frick? Yes. Chat. If it's what I think it is, I don't if it's the game that I think it is, yeah, I don't wanna... That game, I think, uses AI? I can't remember. I don't want to use that. Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Ellipse. Hugo looks quite pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down in a chair, pulls up some rope, and ties himself up.
What exactly are you doing?
What is happening?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous
I don't think so. He took a medicine that is what this evil organization uses to control people. Hugo tells Lycon of what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this, because he had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions attempting to glean information.
After finding out about it,
well, because the term, I don't think, is bad, because it's a consenting adults and there's things like that. It's context, I think.
The good news
why it's not blocked.
is he gave me a very low dosage. Perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind.
Oh boy!
And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes.
No, I don't think that's what's happening. I think he's going to stay in this room, get the effects done and over with, and it'll be fine.
I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
I agree.
This is advice I received from a doctor.
What the frick? This is the advice.
Are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, Lycon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
Oh, this is the warehouse where the sound was happening.
What if I want to stop you?
Wow, so he must have made a lot of noise during that night.
You know you won't succeed.
I'm not. What? Oh, come on, man. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that bound him have come undone, though he doesn't know when that had happened. Hugo checks himself over. Thankfully, he hasn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. Unless it's revoked, I agree with you. Movie with friends. It kind of is, in a way. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late.
I can't move.
Surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
Oh boy. What is with these guys and the frickin' random trips of whatever the frick is happening? Like, why does this happen? This has happened twice now. He's just like, don't open that door, like, I just left. Well, he locked the door. But yeah. So we got through that. So I'm assuming we're almost done with this. Not the edgy menu. Well, it's because we're playing those characters, so yeah. Anyway, so we went through that. Let me just see what tomorrow is. To every teenager. Probably any teenager ever. Let me just see what tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's Hollow Knight. Hope it might be the last Hollow Knight stream. Because now I just have to defeat Resonance? Pronounce Untamed Mare and Ikuri? Radiance. Okay, it is Radiance. Probably messed those up severely. Wasn't it like Ikuri? Something like that. But yeah, tomorrow's Radiance fight. Yay! Ah, so that's gonna be fun. Alright, thank you guys for watching the stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for the confidence with the easy and the extra time you're gonna do. Maybe? I guess we'll see when it happens tomorrow. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!